Looking for Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins with fast delivery? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 6% off your order.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com. So in today's Madden 21 video, I'm actually going to break down how to absolutely lock up PA boot over, gun bunch tight end, that whole offensive scheme. I'm going to show you guys how to completely lock it up, defend it perfectly, the best defense in the game. So I thought the best way to actually do this was just break it down in two actual games. Show you guys all my adjustments against two live opponents to show you guys what I like to do to slow it down, really just put it in a box. Now, these are two weekend league games. We're going to be doing two. Just go over all the different things people like to do, how to stop it. Now, if you guys want to play like me, check out sportsgamers.com. I have all my tips, ebooks, offensive and defensive schemes for sale on sportsgamers.com. I'm running the Jets playbook on offense and the Giants playbook on defense. So right off the rip, you see me in 3-5 odd. 3-5 odd, I like to run the man coverage, Sam Mike 1, against the bunch tight end, and I like to put my flat zone drop on 25. The reason why I do this is I like to take away the crosser. Now, you could also put the curl flat on 25. It doesn't really matter. The flat is a little bit better to get to the sideline, though. The reason why I do this is because I want to take away the crosser with the CPU, and then that allows me to play the delayed fade or maybe a playmaker myself. Because what does everybody do? Well, everybody likes to PA boot over, delayed fades, playmakers, crossers. So you guys right there got to pick right off the bat. Another thing I'll do is I'll shade up so I can actually put the safety in the purple or the flat and then not have to worry about getting beat over the top. Now, sometimes if I see that they're just always blocking the running back, I'll actually shade down into the inside and then put the guy guarding the running back in the flat. We'll get into all this stuff, further into the video. That was just quick, 3 and out. Guys, see, I absolutely love playing against this offense. Now, guys, if you enjoy my YouTube content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Only about 50% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed, and also smash that like button. As a creator, really just helped me out a lot. Now, you guys can see, yes, I'm running bunch tight end. So you might be wondering, Duke, why are you showing me how to stop bunch tight end? Well, because the simple fact of the matter is, I don't care. I run it, yeah, but I feel like I can beat, anyone who, I just feel like I run it differently than most. Most people that run it, what do? PA boot over. Then they do smart right at tight end corners. And maybe try to throw some slants or posts. I mean, very, very basic. Like, me, I have a lot of plays. So, I'm not really worried about it for myself because, I just feel like I'm a little different. You know what I mean? I have an actual offense. I just don't spam 2 or 3 setups all game. So, it doesn't bother me to show how I defend it at all. Anyways, I had a quick little drive here. He's actually playing good goal line defense. He is, I got to say. But, we still got another play. And one thing about it is, if I hurry up and snap the ball, I'm thinking you're probably not going to get set up in time. And exactly that happens. But still, I'm stopped at the 1. And I'm going to hurry up again. Because really, based upon what I saw in your first drive, man, you have no shot at moving the ball on me with that offense. So, we're in there, quick 6. And now, we're up. And he's going to be back on offense, so we're going to be seeing more bunch shot. And like I said, guys, we do have 2 full games I'm going to be showing of this, me playing against this offense in Weekend League. You guys know, if you play in Weekend League, you see it every game almost these days. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to be breaking down my adjustments more and more. I realized that first drive was pretty quick, so we didn't get a chance to really go too in-depth. But yeah, don't worry about it. We're going to keep going, keep bringing down my adjustments. So again, kick the ball off. He's going to be right back there. And like my mindset is always when I see this formation, first thing I'm looking at is PA boot over, okay? That's the first play most people will run. Now, if they show they will run other plays, then sure. Now, he's actually in trips tight end. So this is kind of like pretty common too. You'll see, them audible to trips tight end or maybe bunch. So you'll see that a little bit in this video. Some people audibling to trips tight end or bunch, but mostly it's going to be bunch tight end. Now, the same defense I'm in, the Sam Mike 1 from 3-5 odd flipped. You guys see that it blows up the inside zone, so you don't even have to worry about that. Same thing with bunch tight end. it's going to do a good job. I just play on the blitzing linebacker, and then I guard the middle myself. Now, same concept here. You see that he probably just curl flat, right? Smart right tight end corner route. Whether it's trips tight end or in bunch tight end, smart right corner route to the tight end. That's why you have the safety over the top in the flat zone at a 25-yard depth, because it will get there. So if they lob it up, it'll get picked. Now, if they flip it, then you just put the linebacker that's blitzing in that flat, or you just watch it yourself. Either way, that's going to take that away. And now, when they're in trips tight end and you see the motion, then you already know he's probably going back over in the middle. So I'm going to play that myself. I'm going to send a spy, and he's going to throw it right at me, and he's going to throw another book. This guy, some absolute ass, to be quite honest with you. Not very good. And, he's up out of here, man. We ain't got no more time for this bum. We'll be on to game 2 in a second. In game 2, it's going to be much more. It's going to be, it's going to go 4 quarters. You know what I mean? It's not going to be over in a couple minutes. But I just wanted to show you guys 2 different games so you guys can see a few more examples. Don't know why he's in goal line, but hey, whatever. And this inside switch play right here, this is another play that a ton of people use. Don't know why he's in goal line. I'll still the post and back of my end zone. Thank you. Get up out of here. Goodbye. So just like that was a quick one. Honestly, that's how most of my games against bunch tight end users go. I love playing against bunch tight end. I mean, I just do. So on to game number 2. This guy, this time he has Russell Wilson. So should be an interesting one. I believe this game I actually did end up with the ball first. So I didn't realize he was going to be running bunch tight end right away. But obviously, after I had my first drive, well, I saw it pretty quickly, So, hey, bunch tight end is I know I hear people complaining about it all the time. I mean, people say it's the meta. It's so hard to stop. And, I mean, it is if you don't know what you're doing. But also, if you do know what you're doing, unless you're playing someone really, 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 really good with it, to me, I mean, it's super easy to stop because everyone just wants to run PA boot over, small right corner, maybe throwing an inside zone. I mean, it's really can be a brain dead offense. And if someone's running it like that, I mean, as you guys seen that first video, pretty easy to stop. Now, see me. I run it a bit different. Now, this guy's running 3-5 wide, so this game serve a dual purpose. How to stop bunch tight end and how to beat Mike Blitz 3. May as well just be how to beat all the meta. Right here, breaking it down for you guys. So, Mike Blitz 3, what do we know about that? It's cover 3 based, right? It's also hard to, if you see someone shifting the line to the side, depending upon where the running back is, you already know they know how to shoot the gap. So, at that point, running the ball is almost pointless. As you see, I'm checking out his ability. So he has some KOs, some D-line abilities. He's mixed up, and nice little throw out of sack there. I had the in route naked on a low ball, but apparently Dwight Freeney wanted to run over my old lineman, and I was honestly lucky. Throw out a sack didn't give me a pick right there. So hey, 2nd and 10, whatever. But again, we know last play I saw him in man. First play, he was in zone. Now he's in zone again. What am I going to do? I'm a playmaker. Hit him with either the playmaker, the crosser, or the delayed fade. So there, simple read. I mean, I saw him running downfield. I knew he was going to get back to my delayed fade. I hit him. Cover 3, you already know. If they have their zone drops on to stop your crossing route, well, then they have to guard underneath. And if they don't, I mean, you can throw that underneath, hit the playmaker. And if they do, then you hit the delayed fade. Pretty easy, but you can't live on that alone because, again, like you saw someone who tried to do that on me is a good player. That's not going to work. And this guy actually is pretty good. This is actually a pretty good player here. So, I'm not going to be able to just abuse one setup the whole game because that's just not going to cut it against someone who knows how to adjust from, especially 3-5 wide. 3-5 wide is another defense very, very easy to adjust from. So here, running a simple corner, flat concept, but he actually did it up. And that's why on the other side of the field, I just had an out route to take the flat away from my running back ghost route. I put a tip up on running back ghost routes, man. I promise you, if people are playing zone, you got to put those into your offense because they just, as you see there, especially against this Mike Blitz 3 nonsense, they just sit in the perfect spot. You get someone to occupy the flat, that's a free 10 yards if they don't use it. And I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to use that. So here, he's in man coverage. I just throw him with a post. Again, simple. You got to do the crosser, the post, the underneath route, and the playmaker. I mean, that's impossible to do in man coverage. I don't care what adjustments you make, it's not going to happen. And I mean, we still have the ability to have a post or streak over the top if you don't want to respect the deep ball. So, first and goal, this is always the time things get difficult, running the ball. What I love to do. Now, Jets playbook does definitely have the fullback dive for when you actually get on the goal line. It's really, really glitchy. I will say, I have been considering changing playbooks to either the Lions or the Raiders because both of those playbooks have bunch tight end trips. All the three formations I run. And those playbooks have curl flat corner out of bunch tight end, which Jets doesn't. But they have more running formations when you get to the goal line. So that's why I've been considering it. Just basically for the goal line inside the 10, running the ball type situation. So might be a move I make, I don't know. I really do love Jets for their passes. But those playbooks have all the same passes, almost. And also better runs for, the goal line. So something we're considering. Now here I just went for power. And, play good D. I'm probably just going to take my 3 here. I'm considering going for it, but, I haven't seen him on offense yet. I don't know what he's going to do. And, obviously in this video, you guys know it's going to be bunch shot in, but as I was playing this game, I didn't know that. So, seeing that he pretty much, he knew what he was doing on defense. He wasn't bad at all. I'm not going to just disrespect somebody and just not even take my 3, because, when you get ball first, if you get no points, you're setting yourself up for disaster if you're playing someone good. So I had to really just be smart there. Yeah, I wanted to go for it. Of course I did, but I didn't. If I would have known he was running bunch tight end, though, I probably would have, to be quite honest. So there you see my adjustments. I actually started doing this recently. Instead of having curl flats on 25, I actually put flats on 25 and curl flats on 5. The reason for that is lately, and I've explained this in some videos, but purple zones, they just don't get to the sideline. Even when you put them on zone drops, they just don't. So I'd rather have my curl flats on 5 to defend the quick flat and my flats on actually 25 because I know that the hard or cloud flat, the blue flats, they'll get to the sideline. So what I do is I do my coverage, I shade up, and I put my safety on the flat on that side of that I know that they're running a crossing route to. Then I don't have to worry about the post because, again, shading up, that guy, the safety's taking away the crosser. And then I only have to worry about basically the playmaker if they have playmaker. And if they don't have playmaker, all I have to worry about is the delayed fade if they're just going to spam PA boot over. And you're not running inside zone. I'm not even worried about that. You may as well just not even call that. That's 2 or 3 yards at the most. And, that's just right off rip. Now he's flipping it. So when you flip it, you need to put this guy. See, the guy that's blitzing that normal user, put him in the flat and use the safety. And I didn't get it done there, so he quick snapped me. But the thing is, he didn't block anyone, so he got screamed that he got sacked. He tried to run the smart right corner route play right there, inside switch. Everybody does that. I mean, come on. This is the most basic. Like I said, this guy has the most basic setups everybody uses. They're great setups, yeah. But if they're your only 2 setups, you have no chance of moving the ball against someone that knows how to play defense. Again, nothing's open. Just take the sack, man. So I get ball back in 2 seconds. Again, same thing you saw happen the first game. There's nothing open, man. PA boot over, smart right corners, crossers, post, slants. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing open. It's literally that simple. You will never find anything open on those plays against this defense. Now, this guy actually sticks in the game. He tries to play out all the 4 quarters. So, he actually does try to do other things. It's right there. I tried as user because I saw his back turn. I was like, man, listen, you're not even facing me. You're running around with your back turned towards me. I'm just gonna throw it because honestly, from what I saw of your offense, even if you do turn around and pick it, I don't care because your offense can't move the ball on me. So that was disrespectful. Shouldn't have done it. Almost worked, but hey, now after that, I'm kind of being like, look, man, I'm just gonna run the ball twice. If I get in, whatever. If I don't, I don't. Maybe if I get to the 1, I'll go for it. But again. And am I going to really pass this? I guess I really did. And I remember why I passed the ball here. So, going back to first drive when I was on the goal line, this man ran commit. And I just put that in the back of my mind. I was like, listen, you're going to run commit? I'm going to catch you with that. And what do you know? Touchdown, run commit. That's why I called the pass there. I would have ran the ball any other time, but because I remember he ran commit, I said, okay, we're going to follow that in memory. And we pulled it out at the right time for a touchdown. So, now, he's down 2 scores really, really quick. I mean, yes, he does get ball at half. But off that first drive, I think that should tell him, just running PA boot over and smart route to tight end corners, which is what everybody does. It's not going to work. Now, like I said, there's more adjustments to this you guys are going to see in this video. We just, we got to keep it moving. Another thing I'll say, that defensive end on the left of the screen, if they start attacking you with routes to the receiver, you can put him in zone because on the left side, like the receiver side of the left, he doesn't need to be blitzing to get pressure. Now, I will leave him blitzing, though, because he'll get sheds. And, there's nothing open. Now he's trying to run. He tried to run a corner out to the receiver side. Wasn't open. And the problem is he had the running back on the right, not the left, so he got sacked before anything could even come open. But again, you guys can see, there's literally nothing for me to cover with these adjustments. Like, I'm just running around, user in the middle. You see there, I put the guy in the flat. I have my safety over the top. So now when I leave the safety over the top, actually I can shade down into the inside. Because now I know the safety's over top, so now I'm even getting a little bit more press. I can play over the middle, and there's nothing open. He just tried to lob a slant, and he just prayed that he got a glitchy, animation on the sideline there. I mean, that wasn't open, but I guess, it was almost like throwing it away. But if he got the perfect throw, maybe he could have completed it. Honestly, I'm thinking he's probably going to do that again because, that was honestly the best play he's had so far, which is just so sad of itself if that's the best play you've had. And look, he is trying to do it again. So I actually go over there and I try to click on and swat it, and it was just like, get that crap out of here, man. That's not open. Again, my ball once again. So, pretty simple, these are adjustments, like I said. Either we shade up and put the safety, if the safety's on the tight end side of the formation, we put him in the flat at 25 yards. He takes away the crosser. By shading up, they can't hit us over the top. Therefore, all I have to do with my user is basically watch a playmaker or tight end delayed fade. And then also, I'll mix in user rushing so that they don't know if I'm going to ever do that, so then they're scared to roll out. Now, if I actually see that they keep blocking running back, I actually start shading down to the inside and then putting the guy that's man up on the running back, I put him in the flat to 25. So then, now I even get some press animations, and I'm still watching the middle myself, potentially the tight end fader playmaker. Basically, that's it. They can't run inside zone on this defense. What are they going to do? Most people, they don't know how to do anything else, so their only option is basically to quit. So, unless you run into someone like me who actually has, other plays, this right here, like I said, is basically lock the door, throw away the key. They don't have no option. So here you see I'm shading down because I have the safety over the top, so I get some presses. Again, he has nothing open. That's just, I won't call it fluke, but that's just the perfect release where the tight end just gets a speed burst off the line, runs so fast you can't guard him no matter what you do. That happens once in a while, hardly ever. But okay, you got that one time. I'm still running the same defense. I don't care because if you play the game, that doesn't happen very often. And also, if you pass commit, it's less likely to happen because your guy will get out there faster as he did there. And again, he just got sacked. There's nothing. There's just nothing open. That's just the way. There's nothing open for this guy. Now he's trying to roll out. Look, I come right back to the tight end delayed fade. That's not open. Come on. Come on, man. So, again, he don't really got nothing. It's 3rd and 20. He had one good play all game. And I'm in literally the same defense with the same adjustments, y'all. It's this simple. Again, there is nothing open. Yeah, I guess you could scramble, but again, if you do start scrambling, all I have to do is just spy the quarterback with one of these D linemen that I don't need to be blitzing. I can spy him with the D tackle, with the contain, any of the D linemen I can spy you with if you want to start doing that. Or I can just take the guy that's man to the running back and spy you too. So either way, you have nothing to do. Literally, you have nothing to do at all. He got 3 points because his tight end just sped off the line of scrimmage at 1,000,000 miles an hour, which happens, like I said, here and there in this year's game. It's offense is awesome when that happens, let me tell you. We love that. But we all know you can't live off that. That doesn't happen too much. And if that does keep happening to you, fluky, whatever, just watch it yourself. Or, I mean, honestly, if you just put the safety over there, the safety even stops that when he gets that crazy release. It's just sometimes if he gets that crazy release, the linebacker, even if it's a safety sub, that linebacker, you just can't get over the top in time. So, you know. If you really, really are worried about it, just keep the safety over the top, and that will never happen to you. But I'm not worried about it like that to even do that. Now, watch this. What am I doing? I had the touchdown, but I forced the corner out. Oh well, whatever. You know, that's just me, man. Like I said, I'm bound these days to make one stupid read a game, mainly because just playing these idiots on offense, like that don't know what in the world they're doing, and I can stop them without even paying attention. It's almost like I just don't even care, or it's just hard for me to focus. I don't know, but look at that. Should have been. He just chucked the corner out in double coverage. Should have been a pick. Good play, man. Again, literally, you see. I am doing the same defense. He cannot do anything against it. Now, like I said, if you see them send the running back out on the route, you're going to not have to stop putting the guy guarding the running back in his zone. But most people, they don't do that. If they catch you with it once or twice, just adjust. Another thing, if they start sending the running back on a Texas route out of the backfield, you know how to stop that? Just man him up with the defensive end opposite him. So in this case, if they were doing that, I'd man him up with the DN on the right of the screen. Now, look at my adjustments. I saw he was running corner routes to the bunch side some, so I put that guy over there in a flat zone, the DN on the left. Now, I'm only rushing 3, so I'm not getting as much shed, but nothing was open. He just had a broken play. Whatever. We'll live with it. That's the thing, though. I need to upgrade my D-line because, like, quite honestly, like, they don't get no sheds. And the problem with that is I have basically just a budget D-line because my secondary is geeked. But, you know, definitely you will be seeing sooner or later Lawrence Taylor, the best Derek Thomas, and the best J.J. Watt. And at that point, that's a pick. How is that not a pick? I don't know. Someone tell me. And at that point, it's like, okay, now I'm going to be getting sheds, too, out of this defense. I don't even get sheds the way it is, but I'm going to start getting some sheds, too. Good luck. So, my screen is camera angle zoomed in here. I know he's in the red zone, so it's like I just need to spy the quarterback, drop some zones underneath, and watch the middle. Again, nowhere to go. So 2 games, and I feel like you've maybe seen one good play in 2 games by the other team's offense. And, well, I guess, you know, it's been about 3 quarters, I should say. About 3 quarters. This game's not over with yet, obviously. And the one good play you've seen in 3 quarters, what was it? Oh, yeah, it's just the tight end running a million miles an hour. Good job. Anyway, I think, yeah, he gets ball at half. So here, you know, whatever. It's like 23 seconds of timeout. Something happens, fine. If it doesn't, whatever. I'm just saying to myself, and I say this to myself all the time, and sometimes I don't listen. Don't do anything stupid, okay? Please, just don't do anything stupid. And what do? Well, I throw the ball away. Don't force it. That was smart. But sometimes, man, I just can't help myself, and hey, I just say, you know what, we're chucking it, and we're not doing that this game. At least I hope we're not. I hope we're not because I've done that way too much lately. All right, so yeah, you know, we'll just take our little delay route, and you see now. I want you guys to notice something. Do you see the difference between when he runs PA boot over, where the first guy runs PA boot over, and when I run PA boot over? My PA boot over actually works. And you know why that is? Well, for one, I have Playmaker. I haven't seen these guys Playmaker yet, but regardless, that wouldn't really matter. But the biggest reason is I actually run other plays. You know? So you can't just set up looking for PA boot over or smart right tight end corners because, like, I have about... You know, I have several other setups, and I run other formations, so you can't just sit here and be like, oh, well, let's stop PA boot over, and let's start small right at corners. I mean, yeah, if that's all I did, I'm sure everyone could stop me too. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's why you guys got to be better. Like, you can't just run stuff you see every time you turn on the stream or you turn on YouTube, because, like, that crap don't work against good people anyways. And if you want to get good, you got to learn to expand. Yes, those are great plays, but they're not great plays when you run them every down. They're only great plays when they're mixed in with other plays, so you can't sit on them the whole game. All right, so look. See what he's doing here? He's doing a motion, and what do you know? It's a motion slant with a post. It's like, bro, this is what everybody does. And yeah, I do that play too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. But can I see something else? So he actually beat my man coverage once. So you know what I do? I change it to cover 3. And you know, I feel like he threw that a second late. I actually feel like he had that if he threw it early, but he waited a second long and I could recover on it. Alright. So again, why is my camera changing like this? So frustrating. Here we go again. PA boot over, PA boot over, PA boot over. Send the spy. I'm covering him with sweat. And he throws it right at me anyways and gets picked. Now, I didn't even get my adjustments in that time. That's what, I mean, I literally did not get my adjustments in and he's still boxed. Why? Well, probably because of my abilities, to be honest with you. And I was shading inside there. I'm telling you what, when you have one step ahead acrobats shaded inside man coverage, honestly, very hard to beat on those crossing routes to begin with. So that zone is just for in case it gets open. Because yes, it still will get open, especially if they have abilities on the receiver themselves. But another thing I do is I always put my best corner in the slot against this offense. For me right now, that's Nandi. The reason why I like him the best is because I think he's 6'2". And being 6'2", I just feel like is a lot. The length is big. You're a lot more sticky. You know, break up the ball, swat them out, get picks. Whereas, you know, guys that don't have that length, you know, that's another. I feel like the length almost is another step or two, like in coverage almost. Maybe I'm crazy, but you know, I've had like guys like Charles Woodson who, you know, he has length too, but he's not as fast. Eric Allen, yeah, he's as fast, but he's just. You know, he's very small. Troy Vincent, pretty fat. I mean, a little slower too, but again, small. They just don't get there. So I feel like huge difference. Now, another thing I do with this is my slant is actually Tyreek Hill, who has playmaker. So if you sit on it perfectly, I can just playmaker him. And like the other thing about it is if you're playing zone, you're not stopping this playing zone. You have to be a man. Like I can stop it in man because I can take away the corner out. And I can just bait you good enough between the slant and the post that, you know, you're going to end up taking a sack or throw a pick. But when you're in zone, you can't really do that, man. Because those two routes, the spacing's too good when you're playing zone. Especially when you're in Mike Blitz 3. Because what does everyone do for Mike Blitz 3? They take away the flat and the deep sideline. If you're going to take away both flats and both these sidelines, then, I mean, you can't guard the middle of the field like that. So, he's just dead. And here, what do you know? Again, not expecting PA boot over, so it actually worked. You know what I mean? That's the whole difference. So, again, I'm just putting on a clinic right here. This 3-5 wide. He's actually mixing up man and zone now. It's just not working. I'm baffled. All right, so we're probably going to get another drive from him. Yeah, we do get another drive from him. This might be the last drive for him, though. I don't really remember, but like I said, this guy's actually not bad at all. He's not bad at all. He knows how to play defense, and he knows how to play offense. He's just on offense. He's just missing a little bit. You know, he added a few more setups, he'd be good. And like honestly, what he's doing right now, as you guys know, it beats 90% of the people who play this game. That's why I made this video. So anytime you play this, you can smack people's heads in just like I do. What do you know? Again, a freaking smart right corner out. He gets picked out of bounds though. And look at these adjustments. See how that linebacker, Derwin James, is splitsing? I put him in the flat so he'd run out there. That just makes it a tough throw. It's no longer a gimme lob for a touchdown. Now it's a tough throw. See those adjustments? Now I'm shading down inside. Look at how I take away the playmaker. Then I just sit over the middle for a delayed fade. Nothing's open. You're getting sacked. Well, I mean, you guys get me by now? Look, now what am I going to do here? Well, it's 3rd and 30. So... I mean, really, I should probably just blitz my whole team. Just call him Gage 8, honestly. But I'm just going to do the same adjustments. Look, shade down, shade inside, keep safety over top, flat the guy on the running back at 25-yard depth. Now, look, I'll just watch the playmaker. Oh, he tried to chuck it up. Wait, I have my safety back there. Swat that away. Now, because he did that last time, I'm saying to myself, yeah, I swatted away, but, you know, I'm going to just play a little safer. I think I'll just shade up this time just so there's no chance that he can get over the top of me. And what do you know? He tried to throw it again. It was just swatted away again. Like, what are you doing? Anyways, bunch tight end. He's in a box. Look at these stats. 21% passing.